I'm starting to realize it doesn't matter how much you talk to somebody, how much you try to convince or persuade somebody on an idea, they won't understand until they've gone through it to some extent. Because they have their own beliefs, they have their own way of thinking, they have their own experiences. So trying to smash an idea, smash a concept or a way of thinking into their mind is pointless. At some point, they'll come around to it. They're not going to jump to the idea strictly by you telling them how you're thinking. They're not going to jump to wanting to be on board with this business. They're not going to jump on board to what you have to say. They're not going to jump on board with supporting you. They're not going to jump on board until they see it for themselves. And as much as you want them to see it, you can't peel somebody's eyes open. You can't. Not these eyes, but your mind's eye. You know what I'm saying? They won't see it with their imagination unless they see it with their own eyes, unless they've gone through it, unless they felt that those emotions associated with whatever you're trying to explain to them. It can be very frustrating, especially when it's family or it's people that you really care about, or when it's just somebody that you can see firsthand that they need this, but they're not ready for it. They haven't developed themselves. They haven't went through the experiences. They haven't heard what you heard or seen what you've seen in order for their mind to operate like yours. And you just have to be okay with that. They'll come around eventually. And when they do, you have to be the one with the answers. And if you don't have the answers yourself, you have to be tied into a network with people who do have the answers, who do have the results that they're looking for whenever they get ready. It's not whenever you get ready. And your time, their time, and God's time all work on, you know what I'm saying? It's different timing, bro. So don't try to force it. You gotta understand, like, even when people were trying to explain things to you, you didn't hop on it fast. And it took you a minute. It took you some time to go through whatever you were going through to finally fully understand, hey, this is what I need to do. But you literally can't force anybody to think the way you do. You can't force anybody to see the way you see them. Really, all you can do is prepare yourself as best as you can. Educate yourself. You can gain the experiences and stuff for them. So whenever they do come around, you can say, hey, I've done that. I recommend you do this. It's not telling them what to do 100%, because at the end of the day, we all have our own individual experiences. We have our own life. So it's not going to play out the same way it played out for you. But if there's a basic fundamental, you know what I'm saying, that plays a part in how you got your result, you can definitely suggest or recommend something to the next person. Whenever they get ready, just remember, it's not on your time. It's not on their time, really. It's really on God's time, bro. You can't control what their mind is going through. You can't control the emotions that they're going through. They didn't go through what you went through. You didn't go through what they went through. But there's not a step-by-step blueprint that's going to get you guaranteed 100% results. You know, they just have to go through it themselves. Once they start seeing your results, or if they see other people supporting your business, or they see other people subscribing to your channel, or wanting to buy from you, want to wear your clothes, you know what I'm saying? Then they might be, you know, more open-minded, because they, to some extent, they see it works. So now they're more open versus just you talking. You got to realize it's people, at some point, they did try to step outside their comfort zone. They did try to implement new things and experience new things, but maybe they got burned, they got scammed, they got ran off on. But that's why they're so skeptical. That's why they're so pessimistic on what you have to say or what you have to offer. So you got to give them that reassurance. You got to instill that trust in them that what you say matters and what you say actually works. But that's not going to come just off one time or twice or 3 times. You're going to have to live by this for them to really understand what's going on. And then again, not everybody's going to get it, and it's not for everybody to get. But the ones who do come around, the ones who are actually ready to move on with life and level up and evolve or transform, however you want to put it, whenever they are ready, those are going to be the people that you need to spend your most time working with. But you got to start with yourself, because if they don't see it in you, it's like, okay, you're not living by it, so why would I listen to somebody who's not implementing it themselves? And if somebody was rapping and their music ain't took off and their music is really ass in your opinion, but they try to give advice to you on how to blow up and how to go viral and how to make beats and, you know what I'm saying, the right ad libs, you wouldn't listen to them, because you see the results are not even working for them. subconsciously, that's what they're thinking. They're not going through this whole thought process. It's like, okay, is what this person telling me working for them? And if it isn't, I don't want to listen to them. Or does this even align with me? Because like I said, it's not for everybody. It's not going to be for everybody. You can give somebody the whole blueprint on how to go viral on TikTok or YouTube and get 100K a month, but they just may not be for them. They want to have a trucking business. They want to be a contractor. They want to be an artist. You know what I'm saying? So it's literally not going to be for everybody, but you don't want it to, because the more exclusive something is, the higher the value. When it's for everybody, there's no value. Just like a female, you know what I'm saying? If she's for everybody, you don't value her. Like, it's just simple as that. If she's giving a box away to everybody, you don't value that. You don't even want it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not exclusive. It's fundamentals that are intertwined, that are connected. Just think about that, like, not only with females, like with the business. If everybody can wear your clothes, nobody wants them. They want to feel special. They want to feel valued. They want to feel like, okay, this is for me and not anybody else. If it is for somebody else, you know what I'm saying, it's very limited. We have the need to feel special in some aspect. I had kind of said a lot of stuff that probably went over your head, but just if you need to play this back and listen to it over and over again, do that and understand, like, it's not on your time, it's not on their time. Like, they'll just come around to it whenever they do, but when they do, you have to be the one with the answers, or have a network of people who do have the answers. It's a process. It's not going to happen overnight, but when it clicks, oh yeah, it's going to click, and they're going to be looking for a way out. They can't really see what's going on, not with the physical eyes, but the mind's eye, with their imagination. They can't envision a better life for themselves. They can't envision not having to clock into a job and being able to work from home or online, or, you know what I'm saying, start a business to where you don't really have to do anything brick and mortar, contracting or physical real estate. They can't see themselves starting a YouTube channel, scaling it to $20,000 a month. Hell, even $20,000 a week. You know what I'm saying? Or they don't have that vision for themselves, bro, and you can't force that upon them. All you can do is you can have some sort of influence on them by doing it yourself, or being surrounded by people that are doing it, so they can see that this is real and this is not a gimmick. This is not somebody just talking out their ass. But that's all I really want to emphasize today, because I was the same way at one point. You know, I had people trying to tell me to, you know what I'm saying, do this and do that. And one, it wasn't aligned with me. And two, I just wasn't ready to hear it. But over time, I had people that were influencing me to step up and do better. I want to get that car. I want to get my dream cars. I want to get that dream home. I want to live the dream life with the family and everything. But they're not going to want it whenever you want it for them. Your boy Cameron Mitchell out. Y'all follow me on Instagram at CamJustGlow, and that's it.